Alright. Hey everyone, EDF Gamer here. Honestly, not the best of this, but, I know there's some people that are slowly starting to review EDF because they're finally starting to hear about it. Most of them good, some little bad, and honestly not sure why, but, nah, that's just how that is. But my personal opinion of EDF when it comes to older EDFs, EDF 2025, in my opinion, that one is, especially after I played 4.1 and 5, in my opinion, that is one of the not so good titles of the EDF series. My personal opinion is that there is really bad movement, there was no laser sight, so it was really hard to not waste ammo on vehicles. They were really squishy, so they were just super easy to kill off. I had a complaint about how janky the controls were, and how few weapons were, and how hard it was to get new weapons. 4.1 actually fixed a lot of that, and 5 further improved on it. My complaint with the Air Raider was how in 4.1 and 2025 was only having 2 weapons, and that if you had turrets, you literally had to sit there dedicated to holding it, which, I mean, sucks, honestly. We all know how that crap works. But 5 changed a lot of that, and also gave us the overview thing for airstrikes, which is an absolute godsend in my opinion. So, my only thing currently that EDF could add or fix, and because I haven't really looked much at what EDF 6 has to offer, I want some surprise, you know what I mean? So, can't blame me on that one. Well, sorry. Anyways, crap, what was I saying? Sorry, I do this every now and then. But, oh yeah, the things that they could add to EDF to make it better. Personally speaking, it would be amazing if we could get a little something like being able to customize vehicles to an extent. Obviously, don't let them go overboard, but there's the base vehicle, and then there's augmentations, and how many vary on not only the level of the vehicle, but what type of vehicle, because some have unique augments that can only go on them. Some would allow more augments than others because they have more parts. Like the Barga, for example, would have the most, followed closely by the Proteus and Titan, because they're super units. It makes more sense they'd have a lot to do. The bikes and small vehicles would have the least, but being able to add unique modifiers, like example, for the bikes to have reinforced plating, makes it a little slower, but also makes it way more resilient. Things like that, or the Barga having clawed fists, which means he hits even harder. Or even having a personal ray shield that drastically reduces the damage he takes from low damage hits. Like, it reduces by a set amount per hit to everything. So against melee based attacks, not so much from the other big kaijus and real heavy hitting attacks, but it would work wonders against, I don't know, the laser beam blast from the kaiju type enemies like Urginus and stuff. But it can also make his survivability go way up against like Golden Ants and stuff when you think about it too, because the damage they do is because of how many pellets they fire has a lot to do with it. So things like that is one thing I desperately want to see added to the EDF series eventually. That is one of the few things I think that they need to really add to really implement onto the thing. Additionally, it would be nice if we could utilize the water. Because think about it, water water's never been utilized yet, really and truly. So it'd be nice having like ships. It'd be nice having customizable ships at that too. But on top of that, it would also be nice to, you know, have a decent selection from it. And then the fact that they had actually some of them, like aircraft carrier variants, would specifically come with like carriers that can spawn vehicles, like, or even come with it. So you could potentially have 2 vehicles as the air raider under that circumstance, and even having big carriers in the air as an air superiority super unit. Like things like that would be absolutely wonderful to have a super unit of some type for each category that Ranger and Air Raider can both benefit from having, you know? It's just my personal thoughts on that. But another thing I would note is the Air Raider needs at least a sprint, or, you know, at least a little bit of mobility. Obviously not as much as the other classes, because he makes up for the fact that his vehicles and crap, but without vehicles, he at least needs some maneuverability to not get his crap rocked on Hardest in Inferno, honestly.
Direct hit on the giant cannon confirmed. Mothership 1 is on the move. Last teleportation ship has been destroyed.
But not just all of that, just, well, all of that aside. One other thing that'd be good, they've been improving how many missions are, which is absolutely awesome. I freaking will never complain about that. But, the potential of being able to bring in our own base into combat to support us and act as a potential respawn point and stuff, like for late game you unlock it, obviously, because of how strong it would be. But having your own customizable point defense turrets, like what the main base module that determines how many point defenses that are either controlled by player or automatic, among many other things. It would be nice to have all of those things. Now, I'm not complaining about EF5 the way it is. It's already awesome. It's just those are things I would love seeing, and just further, more destructive equipment, higher level ranks, giving us way better, way higher capper gear, maybe even at a 6 difficulty, because, you know, it'd be nice. The only real significant complaint I have with EDF is with how hard the DLC enemies are. If 6 has a lot more like that and stuff, and then they go forward with 7, I genuinely hope if 7's going to be an absolute disaster to deal with, that, especially with a 6 difficulty, if they do add it, I really would love seeing potentially a way to purchase like armor upgrades to permanently increase how much armor you get per pickup. That would be a currency system, I guess. But actually, no, you could get past that. You could do like the rank system in Sector Armageddon. And what you could do with that on top, additionally. Oh crap!
Ship that existed in the Age of Gods, the one that carries God. I finally found it. Now destroy it. Hurry up.
Okay, crap. 10th gameplay, but you know, all of that considering, there's a lot they could keep adding on. Like, I know they won't be able to add it all at once, but it'd be nice adding sections of the ideas in one, because there's a lot of potential for ADF to just go absolutely ballistic and be uncompetable with in its own category, at least. So that all considered, what is all your thoughts on EDF? But also with the rank system, like Insect Armageddon did real quick, they can make it to where every time you get a rank up, you get a permanent booster to how much armor you get per pickup, and it adjusts it on the spot to increase your armor by that amount from what you currently have. So that way, say go from rank 1 to 2, and you were at 400 health, imagine that rank up all of a sudden boost you by like 10% of the health you had, so it's 440 all of a sudden. And now the supply packs give 10% more armor for each pickup, for example. And then obviously there would need to be a very strict rank cap, because you don't want people getting absolutely ludicrous armor out of nowhere. It'd be a bit overkill to just be suddenly getting like 10 times the armor a pickup, getting like 6-7 pieces of armor each pickup. I consider that overkill, even on with a 6 difficulty. So I figure a 10 ranks would probably be the ideal cap at a 10% increase each to basically double the armor you get than base game. On top of the fact that it's a permanent booster to what you were gonna have, so it doubles up what you get. I just think that would be the best way to go about stuff like that, so you don't have to deal with a stupid credit system, let's be honest. But that's just my personal thoughts on EDF and the kind of things I'm hoping for. The last thing I'm hoping for is that they continue the story to 7, that I hope we can get in the end like low orbit type fighters or something, like actually taking the battle to the enemies in giant battlefields that go up in the into low orbit almost. Like you were talking like literally like 30-40 miles up in the sky, 50 miles up in the sky. Like you're only halfway into the atmospheres of the planet. Like that's the kind of stuff that would be epic, wouldn't it? But I hope y'all share your thoughts with me, because I honestly would love seeing this kind of stuff with EDF. Yeah, I did that on purpose so I could end the mission. I'll take all those. Yep, I'll take all those. Retreat. Up. Oh, I actually have improvements. Okay. But that aside, I want everyone to let me know what they think. And then also, I hope everyone has an awesome day.